One of my peers, Bob Stevenson, who I always credit, always, he gave me my first thorough read lesson, and it stood me very well.
How about breaking in reads? Do you have any
I
philosophy
do.
about that?
I do. They're finished on the first day, but the difference between me and maybe both of my teachers is that there's a second day. I mean, if I have to play that read on the first day, I can.
Mm-hmm.
I get them to respond properly, be stable, up to pitch, and crow compact C crow. I do that on the first day, but generally I like to wait another day, at least another day.
Yeah.
And maybe even a second day. So it's a couple days, not like a week or 2 weeks. But yes, there is a break-in process for me. But I'd say that you need a persistent streak and an analytical streak. And I have both of those things, and it put me in good stead. And I know Mac was this way. In fact, Tabito, the rumor was that when he passed away, they went to his studio and there were wet shavings from his gouging machine from the night before. And I know that there wasn't a week that went by without John. You know, John Mack would be excited. Hey, I just discovered this great revelation about this, or the undercutting of that,
Yes.
And that was pretty inspiring. You know, he loved the process of learning. He never stopped learning. So I don't know if I'd have to tell a younger version of myself that. I think the problem for my younger version, it was an incredibly trying decade of the auditions. I will say that by the time I finally ended up at the Met, I really had learned a huge amount. I was ready. And it was torment taking all those auditions. And I just was ready to quit any number of times, but didn't.
That's good.
But I will say that if I want to look for a reason for it, and being brought up as a believing person, we do believe that there is a reason for things. I would say it's so that, number one, I would really know how to do this thing. And number two, there would never be a day after I arrived in these wonderful orchestras that I didn't thank my lucky stars and know that it was not talent alone or even persistence. It was great, good fortune involved with it.
Thank you so much for being a guest on Read Talk today. I want to thank our listeners for listening. Please subscribe and check us out on Facebook. Sending good vibes from our Read Desk to yours.
Join us next time for Read Talk.